President Trump's reversing Biden's oil deal with Venezuela. I got no problem with that. Starting Saturday, companies like Chevron will no longer have a license to drill there. John Catsimatidis joins me now. John, you're an oil guy. You okay with this?
Well, oil is, what people don't say. People talked about bitcoins. Oil is the world currency. The way oil goes, so goes the price of food, so goes the prices of a lot of things, so goes the interest rates, et cetera, et cetera. President Trump is the greatest deal maker, the art of the deal, the greatest deal maker ever. He throws it out there and waits for everybody else to surrender.
So, are you okay with Venezuela? You're not going to get oil from Venezuela.
I'd rather buy it from Canada than buy it from Venezuela. Venezuela has not done anything great for America other than take back the murderers and the criminals.
And actually, they've not taken them back, and that's why Trump is reversing the deal with Venezuela on oil.
Or if they're not taking them back,
they're not. And that's what Trump says.
That's the right thing to do.
Got it. I want you to listen to what the Agriculture Secretary, Brooke Rollins, listen to what she had to say about the plan to bring down egg prices.
We're looking at bringing in some eggs, importing some eggs in the short term. We're talking to several countries around the world that can get us eggs right away. This would not be a long-term fix, but to immediately begin to bring those prices down. The egg prices we're seeing now was a long roll of overregulation, too many rules, too much government. So that's part of this plan as well.
Okay. John, at least the administration is doing something. There's something to be said for that. So do you think they'll bring the price of eggs down?
The price of eggs will come down.
Yes.
It's just a fluctuation. We had a problem, and the previous administration did not handle it right. What does it take for a new flock of chickens to be born?
Yeah, well,
and that's what it comes down to.
This is all about the bird flu, isn't it?
Yes.
You've killed hundreds of millions of egg-laying chickens, so the supply of eggs comes down and the price goes up. I can see how importing eggs is a pretty good idea, but the real solution is to grow back those flocks of egg-laying hens.
And they'll
That's
take
it.
6 months.
That's what you think?
Yeah,
you run
3 to
a
6
supermarket chain. You've got Gristedes, don't you?
We own a supermarket. We own Gristedes in New York. We own D'Agostino in New York. And people holler that the price of eggs are high. But what are you going to do? We mark it up, the same markup we always did on eggs. And I understand some of the chains in New York have no eggs. At least we have eggs.
Do you ration them?
No, we don't ration them.
But can I ask you, what's the price of a dozen eggs in a Gristedes store in New York City?
It's like asking George Bush, what's the price of milk?
Okay, you don't know.
It's about $8.99 probably a dozen, or it goes from $8.99 to $12.99 lately.
Okay, it'll come down in about 6 months.
Well, how do we do 99 cents anymore when there's going to be no pennies?
Well, yes. Well, they're still around. They're still around. All right, John. Thanks for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
We'll see you again soon.